So I'm recording this as we've only got Emma, Ollie and Poppy present as we speak. So we are going to carry on with our percentages. Just following this bit of scheme of work, and yesterday we practiced working out what the percentage multiplier was, and if you're trying to increase the price of something, the multiplier is going to be a bit bigger than 1, and if it's going to, the multiplier is going to decrease the price, then the multiplier needs to be a little bit less than 1, so 0.9 something like that. Now there's no point trying to do today's Hegarty of number 90 until you have done yesterday's 89 first. So if you haven't got around to doing that yet, please go and do that before you go and try to do today's Hegarty. Okay, so all I'm going to do, I'm just going to model a few of the ones that are going to crop up in Hegarty 90. So this is an example of what questions 1, 2, 3 and 4 look like. So we're being asked to decrease 2155.45 by 8.5%. So our starting thing we have to do is to work out what our multiplier is. So this is what we were doing yesterday. So you take your 100%, because it's a decrease, we're going to take off 8.5% off from that. So on your calculator, do 100, take away 8.5, and we get 91.5%. Now, that gives us a multiplier, because when we go and divide by 100, move the decimal point along, that gives us a multiplier of 0.915. Okay, decimal point is moved from between the 1 and the 5 to the front. So we now just have to go and use that multiplier. So step 2, go and take the 2155.45 from the question and multiply that by our multiplier. So again, this is always on the calculator paper. Okay, so take our multiplier, multiply it by 2155.45, and we get 1972.236, and so on. Now, be careful. You've got to give your answer rounded to 2 decimal places. So we're going to be cutting it off there, 2 decimal places. But because that 6 is 5 or above, it's going to round that 4 up. So our final answer has to be 1972.24. So be very careful with your rounding. As you know, with Hegarty, you've got to get the question completely right to get the mark. Okay, so be very careful when it's asking you to round. Okay, next one. Okay, now we're being asked to increase some money by 18.5%. So start off by increasing to get your multiplier. 100% plus 18.5% is 118.5%. So dividing that by 100 gives us a multiplier of 1.185. So that's what we were practicing yesterday. So now go and take our starting money, 15,837.77, and multiply it by this multiplier. Okay, so 15,837.77 multiplied by 1.185 gives us 18,767.757. That carries on. Again, 2 decimal places. The answer says 2 decimal places. So we're going to be cutting off there. So 18,767.7, and be careful, we've got to round up. That one to the right of the red line is 5 or above. So that rounds that 5 up to a 6. So 18,767.76 will be your final answer. Now, let me see. Does this look like it's worth doing? Dan pays blah, blah, blah a year in his car insurance. The insurance company increases the price by 21%. How much does the insurance cost now? So you're just going to have to, I won't do the whole question. You've got your 100%. It's an increase. So you're going to add 2.1%, giving you 102.1%. So your multiplier is going to be 1.021. So you're going to take your 754.79, multiply it by 1.021, and then make sure you round your answer to 2 decimal places. So that was question 7. And then question 8, just read the words carefully. The insurance company reduces the price. So it's going to become smaller. Our multiplier is going to be less than 1. So you start off with your 100%. Because you're reducing the price, you take away your 5.3%. Do that on your calculator. 100 take away 5.3 is 94.7%. So your multiplier is going to be 0.947. So you're going to, for this question, take your 635.71, multiply it by 0.947, and then write that down, and then make sure your final answer, you round it to 2 decimal places. So that's it, guys. So please, can you go and do Hegarty 90 now? As always, I'll be here keeping an eye out for any comments you leave on Teams, and I will be transferring your Hegarty mark across and giving you feedback. Please try, but make sure you've done number 89 first, okay? And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.